Hello and welcome to Official Strongman News. Once again, I'm your host, Chris Bland, and I'll be covering everything that's happened in the last 7 days of Strongman, as well as going into details mainly about what's coming up in 2 weeks' time, Britain's Strongest Man. Very excited about that, so I'm going to start straight away with it. Last week we covered the lineup. This week we're going to be slowly announcing each individual event and in an attempt to promote our live stream, which is officialstrongman.com/live stream. Just checking that's right. Probably get that wrong, but no, that is correct. And yeah, so we're selling that, guys. I believe it's going out at $14.99 $14.99 in dollars if you get it now, and then going out at $19.99 if you buy it on the day. Definitely worth it with the promotional code EAR, all in caps locks, and 5. We're going to have commentary team of Bill Kazmaier, Andy Bolton, Benny Magnuson, Colin's going to be trying to get in a little bit on there as well. I'll be roving around with a wireless mic, interviewing the guys, and it's going to be an absolutely incredible day, especially when you consider the quality of the athletes. I know I went over it last week, but we'll give you a quick brief. I'll also post, I wrote up a little article on all the guys that are competing and a few little strengths and weaknesses of all the guys, like where they come from, all that sort of jazz. So I'll definitely post it up, let you see that. So we've got Eddie Hall, current reigning Britain's Strongest Man. We've got Lawrence Charlet, former Britain's Strongest Man, an incredible athlete, looking very strong. We'll get to that shortly. Terry Hollands, Mark Felix, Adam Bishop, Darren Sadler's competing as well, making a comeback. Very excited about that. We've got Mark Jeans, Wales Strongest Man. We've got Ireland Strongest Man, Johnny. I was at his competition not that long ago, and I've forgotten his second name. Forgive me, Johnny Kelly will also be competing. Rob Frampton, and I think 2 more guys that will be releasing close to the time, just because we like to keep a little bit of suspense here and there. So moving on from that, guys. The training these guys have been doing, unfortunately, we would have normally had this week a full cover of when Rob Frampton, John Clark, Darren Sadler, Adam Bishop and Lawrence Charlet all went down to go and train. But sadly, my van broke down. It's been sold. It's been sold now, guys. I will be getting to places on time and appropriately. But yeah, it was a big shame actually, because otherwise we would have had great training footage. Instead, I've had to resort to stealing it from their Instagram accounts. But so here we have Lawrence Charlet on the car walk. Car walk's very similar to the super yoke or the yoke, but the big difference with it is it's strapped onto you, so it's sort of like a harness similar to a truck pull harness, and it just makes the whole thing shake like this, wobbles horribly. It's a tough piece of equipment to carry, and especially with someone like Lawrence who's had tore his quad, it's going to be putting a lot of stress through it. But Lawrence is fast with anything, and as that video showed, he's definitely one to watch. Another one that can't be discounted on something like this is Terry Hollands, who I've just been saying time and time again is looking on best form ever. He's looking so strong and very fast, as you can see with this video of him on it there. The other event that not talking about other events yet, we'll move on to that at another time, but both those guys have been looking very strong in that. Outside chance on this one as well would be someone like Johnny Kelly. If he can pick that up and move with it, he's very fast, but I do think that car will be the heaviest thing he's ever picked up before. Can't guarantee it, but it's a very awkward piece of equipment. As some of you should or might remember from Europe's Strongest Man last time, that car was causing a lot of competitors problems, and it's not been changed, not been made lighter, but guys are just getting stronger and stronger and better used to that equipment, I suppose. But they are looking very strong for that. Mark Felix as well, another one who did very well on it. One of the competitors who, I think he did have a goal on the car, but it's been a long time. I know he didn't get a chance at Europe's because obviously he dropped out injured after he did the deadlift, but he took a nasty tumble on that medley. So anyway, is Eddie Hall, who just posted up, I think it was, I've just got it here. It was, what is it? Squats, like no belt, no wraps, all grass, as he said. 345 kilos for 8 reps. He's been doing that on a super long, I think it's like an 8-foot bar. So it's got all that bounce, especially with that weight on it. So I believe that's part of his training for something like this car walk, where It's a little more unstable, a little less secure, a little less, not safe, it's just predictable, I think is probably more the appropriate phrase. So he's been training that, and he's been looking, as Eddie always does, very, very strong. Again, barring any major injury, he's going to be a tough one to beat. But haven't seen him on those moving events, and that is always a big part of it. Or, for that matter, on the Viking press, I know he had a slight shoulder injury. It was only slight, but I haven't seen that much pressing videos coming from him on his training. Obviously, what people post on their on Facebook and Instagram is not relevant, well, not related directly to what they're doing in training, but more what they think makes for a good video. So bearing that in mind, but he's been doing a lot of dumbbell pressing, and Eddie's always a fantastic presser. I have absolutely no doubt that he'll be coming in very, very, very strong. One of the other events coming up this weekend, actually, on I believe it's the 23rd and 24th of January, is the LA Fit Expo, with the winner getting, I believe they get $12,000, but more importantly, they get a place at the Arnold Classic in the Pro League, which is very, very exciting and a very difficult competition to get an entry to. So, struggling a lot to find out the full lineup and, or in fact, the full events for it. I know it's going to be part of the Odd Hogan Strength Decathlon, which is like 10 different events, including mass wrestling and grip test. But finding the actual events for the deadlift itself has proved quite challenging. I know there is a max deadlift in there, I think, and obviously it's going to be sort of standard at other events. But one of the guys in there is, and I'm probably going to butcher his name, and that is Martins Linsis, who won it last year. He's also qualified for Giants Live after he won it last year, and from there he qualified for 2016's World's Strongest Man. So he'll be chasing that, pushing for another win, but whether he gets it is up to debate depending on who else is competing. But a World's Strongest Man competitor at something like the LA Fit Expo is always going to be a very, very tough one to beat. We ourselves at Official Strongman has had a very, very interesting week. I need to stop saying very, very, but with lots of huge numbers being thrown up. Our first one is Deadlift Specialist. He made it actually onto our deadlift video not last week, it was the week before, where we covered top deadlifts in all the categories, and that's Luke Davies. Under 105 competitor, very, very, very strong guy. Just super passionate, super crazy, best combination ever. But he threw up a 140 kilo log over in Wales. He'll be competing very shortly at, I believe it's the Deadlift Championships, but it's the Wales Deadlift Championships, but also incorporating Wales' Strongest Man, but they're flying over a lot of very talented guys, some crazy strong people. I know Kajital Vines, mate, I butcher your name every single time. I know he'll be going, as well as a lot of other guys. I'll ask how to pronounce his name properly when I get there. Last log entry that I will put out there is from an American, from Jake Reynolds. He got first place, and yeah, that's under 105 category, the heavyweight, and with a huge 168 kilo log lift. He's going to be competing again in I think about 3 weeks, and he reckons he's going to absolutely smash that. So smashing 168 kilos at 105 is a huge lift, and I can't wait to see, in the same way we've been talking about how the deadlift is just getting stronger and stronger. Can't wait to see the first guy throw up a double body weight in the 105s and break that 200. Be something very, very special to see. Anyway guys, that's it for this week. Remember, if you want to watch Britain's Strongest Man, all the tickets are sold out now. You can't get it any other way. Go to officialstrongman.com/livestream and you can get it there, guys. Thank you. Oh, and discount code is caps lock ear 5. Thanks guys.